Hello, this is Billy Joe with Moon Goddess 114433, and I am bringing you another pick a card reading. I have had many requests for the sexual innuendo type readings, so I'm going to go ahead and warn you that this is with the tarot sexual magic cards. If you're not familiar with these cards, they are very graphic. So if you get easily offended, this is not the reading for you. I do tend to have a little fun with these readings. So if you've ever watched any of my readings before, you know with this deck I tend to have a little fun. So each one has like two cards. The first card is going to be how you perceive them. And the second card is how they actually are sexually. Now, this is sexually. How you imagine they're going to be, and then how they actually are. So we have 6 decks here. For number 1, we have the amethyst. For number 2, we have the labradorite. For number 3, we have the pyrite. I keep this one on me all the time so I can make money. Yes. Number 4 is the peacock ore. Number 5 is the selenite. Selenite is absolutely amazing. And then we have the number 6 is hematite. So if you need to take a few moments to try and figure out which deck you want, you can close your eyes, take a deep breath, think about your person you're wanting to know about, and when you open your eyes, just go towards the deck that you're most drawn to. And if you're still not ready, you can pause the video. I'm fixing to go ahead and start now with pile number 1 with the amethyst. So if you hear a bunch of noise in the background, it's because my company has me in a hotel room. So how do you perceive them? What do you think they are like sexually? Now, I have not looked at these cards. So, okay. So you think your person, you have the devil card. And he's got this huge phallus in his hand. So you basically think he's just a jerk off. Like that devil there, he ain't getting a hold of me with that. How is he really? What is this person really like? And then we have the 2 of swords. I had to look at it. So you have the 2 of swords. He's actually a very romantic, debonair type of guy, or female. So it depends. I read like a divine feminine. So if you are a divine masculine, just take it how it resonates. She's actually not really a jerk off. She could be actually someone that is very romantic, very soft and sensual. That is for number 1. Nothing like you thought, huh? So going on to deck number 2. With the labradorite. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm kidding. I know you're going to watch this later, Brittany, but I'm getting all these text messages from you. And I can see them across the screen. So I hope this ain't on my video. I'm sure it isn't. Anyways, for those that picked number 2 for the labradorite, how do you perceive your person? What do you think they're like sexually? You have the 10 of swords. So this is someone she's weeping, she's crying, she's mourning, because outside her window is these 2 people, these lovers having sex, right? They're all at it, and she's in there touching herself while crying. So you perceive her or him as someone who probably cries after orgasm, or someone who really, really desires you, but yet they're like, oh my God, I can't have this person, so I'm just going to masturbate to them. It's just a weird card. How they really are, what type of person they really are, is you have the Three of Wands. This person is very passionate. Look, he goes in for the kill. She's like lifting her leg up and she's going to devour him. He's devouring her. This is pretty romantic. So, where you picture him or her as someone that might either leave you out in the cold, or you picture them maybe as someone who longs for you or possibly cries after orgasm. But actually, this is a very strongly passionate person. And looks like they're going to give their all to that. Those were some weird interpretations. I don't know. Moving on to deck 3. Those of you that picked the Pirate. For those of you who don't know, this is also called Fool's Gold. It is good to carry around in your bra, in your pocket, or wherever, maybe in your purse or your wallet. Just a little one of these is good for helping to manifest more money, more revenue, more income, more prosperity, more abundance. Okay. Small stone, but very powerful. How do you see your person? What do you think they're like? I'm looking at the card on the back. Anyways, you have the Five of Wands. So you think they're a peeping Tom. They like to observe. They like voyeurism is what you think. Maybe you think they like to watch porn, or maybe you think they just really into watching other people make love. What are they really like? Well, you have the Two of Chalices. So they're like really into, there ain't no watching to it. He's full-fledged into it. He's like, the Two of Chalices is like someone who has sex with someone they love. So they're really not into the voyeurism. They're into making love to somebody that they care about. Moving on to deck 4. Those that picked the Peacock Oar. It's so pretty. Okay. So, this one has 3 cards. Okay. So how do you view your person? What do you think they like? So we have the Knave of Pentacles. So you're thinking this is someone who's going to like seduce you with some food. Maybe you think they're going to drown you with the wine. I'm just playing. So this is someone you think is going to like, look how intense his eyes are. She like got her eyes closed. She's all into it. She's all, oh yes, yes, right? And he's like concentrating on doing it right. I'm gonna get in her. I'm gonna get in her pants. I got this. That's what you think about this person. Like, you know, I get from this someone who's like wolfish. Like, they're strategic. They know exactly how to play the cards. But how they really are, you've got 2 cards here. You have the 8 of Chalices. So he really, like, look, he's got her hand. He's got her hand. He's putting on his heart. And he's like pleading with her. She's trying to pull away. But he's really like, he ain't wolfish at all. He's like stalkish. And then you have the 3 of Chalices. So, with the 3, like, But in both, if you notice, like in this card and in this one, he's behind her. So he might be a little wolfish, but he's also kind of stalkish. And like, but he really, like, he's all into giving her pleasure though. Like, that's what turns him on. But he may not be very good at it. Because she's trying to pull away from him. She's like, no. You done want me sticky with all that wine. You know, you're too messy. Okay, moving on to deck 5. Those that picked the selenite. What do you think this person's like in bed? Ah, we have the Knight of Chalices. You think this person's debonair. You think they're charming. They're going to come in with that cup of love and be romantic. Let's see how they really are. Oh, you have the 8 of Wands. So they're still kind of romantic. They're going to feed you food while they're staring at your boobs. I love reading for y'all. This is tripping me out. Okay. So they're going to feed you food and you're going to feed them your boobs. Okay. Yes, that's quite romantic. Now we have the hematite for deck 6. Those that picked deck 6. What do you think they're like in bed? You have the 2 of Wands. So you probably think there's equal give and take there. There's like a lot of foreplay, a lot of flirtation, a lot of playfulness. What are they like really in bed? And you have the 2 of Pentacles. They're actually like a tease. They're really not going to give it up. Like right when you're going towards them, they're going to turn their back. So, like, no. So, deck 6, I'm sorry, your person's a tease. Okay. That is all. And I know it was a quick reading. Thank you for watching. I had fun reading for you. And until next time, deuces.